students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about euploidy. The euploidy means it is the numerical changes in chromosome. It is the numerical changes in chromosome that involve the whole set of chromosomes. Okay. In euploidy, also there is a numerical change, but that change in the single chromosome or one or two chromosome only. But when there is a whole set of chromosome, that the numerical changes in whole set of chromosome, that is known as the euploidy. Okay. So there are three different groups of the euploidy. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस कंप्लीट सेट जेव्हा त्या ठिकाणी कमी किंवा जास्त असतो त्या ठिकाणी त्याला euploidy म्हणायचं. देयर आर थ्री डिफरंट टाइप्स ऑफ द euploidy. That is the monoploidy, the second that is diploidy, and the third that is polyploidy. There are three different types of the euploidy: monoploidy, diploidy and polyploidy. The monoploidy, it is denoted as 1N. Diploidy, it is a normal organism, 2N. And polyploidy, it is more than 2N. So it may be 3N, 4N, 5N and so on. Okay. So that is known as the polyploidy. So now we will discuss about the first one, that is the monoploidy. The monoploidy, it has the single basic set of chromosomes. That means it has the lack of one set of chromosome from the diploid organism. Okay. So the monoploid means it has the single set of chromosomes. For example, monoploid, it has the single set of chromosomes. Okay. So for example, the 2N is equal to X is equal to 7 in barley. Okay. And 2N is equal to X is equal to 10 in corn. Okay. बार्ली नावाच्या प्लांट मध्ये जसं एक ऑर्गॅनिझम डिप्लॉइड असतो तर त्या ठिकाणी दॅट इज अ कंप्लीट सेट ऑफ क्रोमोझोम आपण असं म्हणू. तर या ठिकाणी एक्स किती असतं त्याच्यामध्ये 7. म्हणजे जर हा दोन सेट असतील तर हा 14 झाले असते, पण याच्यामध्ये फक्त सिंगल सेट आहे म्हणून 7. ओके. तर त्या ठिकाणी इन द कॉर्न द एक्स इज इक्वल टू 10 और द 2n इज इक्वल टू एक्स इज इक्वल टू 10. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी हे मोनोप्लॉइड ऑर्गॅनिझम दे हॅव द सिंगल सेट ऑफ क्रोमोझोम and that single set of chromosome in barley it has the 7 and in corn it has the 10. Okay. Then monoploids, they are not considered as the haploids. They are not haploids. म्हणजे त्यांना आपण हॅप्लॉइड म्हणू शकत नाही, त्याला आपण काय म्हणू शकतो, मोनोप्लॉइड्स. म्हणजे त्यांच्यामधला सिंगल सेटच हा त्या ठिकाणी हाफ क्रोमोझोमचा असल्यासारखं वाटतो आपल्याला, पण तो त्या ठिकाणी त्याचा कंप्लीट सेट ऑफ क्रोमोझोम असतो. म्हणून त्या ठिकाणी दे आर नॉट हॅप्लॉइड, दे आर द मोनोप्लॉइड. ओके. देन द डिप्लॉइड. The diploid means they have the two basic set of the chromosomes, 2n. So they have the two basic set of chromosomes. Okay, they have the two basic sets of chromosomes, that is they are denoted as 2n. Okay. Then polyploids. The polyploids, they have more than two basic set of chromosomes. they have more than two basic sets of chromosomes. Okay, they are known as polyploids. So they are denoted as 3n, 4n, 5n, 6n, etc. etc. Okay, so these are the polyploids. Now we will discuss about the monoploids in detail. Monoploids. The monoploids, they have the single set of chromosome. In barley there are the 7 chromosome. 2n is equal to x is equal to 7 in barley, and 2n is equal to x is equal to 10 in corn. Okay, मक्यामध्ये 10 त्या ठिकाणी. तर या ठिकाणी how the origin of monoploids takes place. Okay, monoploids ची origin कशी होते? The origin and the production of monoploids. त्यांची origin आणि production त्या ठिकाणी कसं होतं? So these monoploids, they are produced due to the parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy means the formation of fruit without fertilization. Fruit or seed. Without fertilization. Okay, so that is known as the parthenocarpy. That means there is only female gamete, that is the ovule. There is no fertilization by means of the pollen grain. Okay, therefore there is a single haploid nucleus, okay, in the ovule or in the female gamete, and due to the parthenocarpy, there is without fertilization the fruit and the seeds, they are formed, and such types of fruit, they are known as the parthenocarpic fruit. So this parthenocarpic development of the fruit is the one of the cause of the origin of the monoploids. Okay, the monoploids, they can be artificially produced. So they can be artificially produced. Okay, monoploids, they can be artificially produced. Okay, and by using some techniques. So which are that techniques? The first, that is X-ray treatment. That is X-ray treatment. The examples of this parthenocarpy, that is the tomato and cotton. Okay, the example of this parthenocarpy. Then the artificially produced, the first, that is the X-ray treatment. So by giving the X-ray treatment, we can produce the monoploid. Okay, then the second, by delayed pollination. Delayed pollination means when the pollination is late, before that, if the parthenocarpic fruit is developed, okay, or the pollen grain is, if it is not present or not provided on the stigma or to the ovule, then there is a delay pollination, or if there may be the late maturation of the endoecium, then the female gametes develops into fruits and seeds. So that is the delayed pollination. So it is also one of the cause of the development or origin of the monoploid. Then the third, and it can be produced artificially. Okay. Then the temperature shock, or we can say that cold treatment. So by giving the cold treatment also, we can induce the monoploid. Okay. Then the fourth one, that is the by giving the colchicine treatment. colchicine, when we give treatment, this colchicine treatment to the gamete, then colchicine treatment to the ovule, then it will induce into flower, into fruits and the seed, which is monoploid. Then the distant hybridization. Distant hybridization we will discuss in detail, and the sixth one, that is the anther or pollen culture. Okay, so there are the different causes of the artificial production of the monoploids. So first, that is the X-ray treatment. Second, that is the delayed pollination. Third, the temperature shock. Fourth one, colchicine treatment. The fifth one, distant hybridization, and sixth, that is the anther and pollen culture. So we will discuss about the distant hybridization and anther culture. Okay, but all these, there the X-ray treatment, delayed pollination means the pollination delay, late करायचं, उशिरा करायचं pollination. The shock cold treatment that can be like temperature, high temperature, cold temperature. So shock treatment. The colchicine नावाच्या chemical treatment दिली, that is the colchicine treatment. Now what is the distant hybridization and anther culture? We will discuss in detail. Okay. So distant hybridization. Okay. So by this treatment, or by using this distant hybridization technique, the monoploids can be obtained, okay, in large number, particularly in the potato and barley. Potato and barley. So by using distant hybridization, the large number of monoploids can be produced in potato and barley. Okay. So for example, in barley, okay. Example in barley. So there are the two species of the barley, that is the Hardium vulgare, and it is pollinated by using the wild relative. Okay, it is diploid. When this diploid barley, Hardium vulgare, it is pollinated by using the diploid wild relative. Okay, that is the Hardium bulbosum. Hardium bulbosum. It is also 2n, it is also 2n. Okay. So when it produces the gametes they are N type. Okay. It is also the gametes N and N type. That means half of set of chromosomes. Even though it is 2n, it is 2n diploid. Gametes that are N type. Okay. Gametes N type. So when this N and this N, it is unite. Okay. Then it become again 2n. But what happened? The n from, suppose it is n2 and it is n1. Okay. Suppose it is n1 and it is n2. So it produces n1 plus n2. That is the 2n. Okay. That is the 2n. So it has one set of Hardium vulgare gametes, genes, chromosomes, and one set of Hardium bulbosum chromosomes. Okay, but what happened in the zygote, or at the time of the formation of the zygote and the somatic division? In the formation or in the during the somatic division, what happened? This Hardium, that is this N2, or this Hardium bulbosum chromosomes, they get eliminated. Okay, so this N2 will get eliminated. Okay, so there is remain only the N1. Okay, so only N1 it remain in the organism, and then it produce the haploid it produce the haploid embryos. It produce the haploid embryo. So this haploid embryo it develops into the plant, that is the monoploids. It produces the plant, and that plants are the monoploids. Okay. Then at the time of the gamete formation, then these monoploids they are treated with the colchicine. This colchicine is responsible for the chromosomal doubling. Okay. So it is the monoploid. Then the next, that is the anther or pollen culture. Anther or pollen culture. So it is in tobacco plant. Okay. So in this technique, in this anther pollen culture techniques, it is demonstrated firstly that this pollen culture it is firstly demonstrated in tobacco plant. So in this technique, the pollen grains in this technique, the pollen grains is subjected to the cold treatment. Okay, they are subjected to the cold treatment to induce the embryos. Okay, that means in the tobacco plant, these pollen grains of the tobacco plant they are subjected to the cold treatment to induce the development of embryos from the pollen grain. Okay, embryos means the small embryos. तर या ठिकाणी पोलन ग्रेनला फर्टिलायझेशनला जाण्याच्या ऐवजी त्या ठिकाणी त्या पोलन ग्रेनला कोल्ड ट्रीटमेंट देऊन अगार मीडियमवर त्या ठिकाणी काय केलं जातं, तर या ठिकाणी इट इज ऑन द agar media. Okay, develop this embryos on the agar media. agar media त्या ठिकाणी कोल्ड ट्रीटमेंट देऊन agar मीडियावर पोलन ग्रेन काय केले जातात, ठेवले जातात आणि त्याच्यापासून एम्ब्रियोइड्स डेव्हलप केले जातात. And now these embryos or these small embryos they develop and they grow into the plants, and that plants they are known as the monoploids. That are known as the monoploids. So there are number of examples of this, that is the soybean, rice, wheat, mustard, and the tobacco. So these are the number of plants in which these monoploids it can be produced by using the pollen or anther culture. Okay. Now the morphology of monoploids. How the monoploid appears. Okay, ते कसे दिसतात monoploid, त्याची morphology काय असते. Monoploids morphology of monoploids. Okay, so these monoploids they have reduced, first they have the reduced size of all vegetative and floral parts. फ्लोरल पार्ट म्हणजे या ठिकाणी काय होतं, या ठिकाणी सर्व प्लांट छोटं, त्याचे फ्लावर छोटे, सीड छोटे, सर्व साईज कशी असतात, छोट्या रेड्यूस साईजचे असतात. देन सेकंड, the seed and stomata diameter of pollen grain they are also small. The size of seed, stomata, pollen grains, they are smaller. Okay, they are smaller. Then the nucleus also smaller. Nucleus is also smaller than the diploid. Why? Because there is a only single set of chromosome. There is no 2n. Okay, no 2n. There is no 2n. Only there is the 1n. Okay, and therefore it has the reduced size of vegetative floral part. Size of the seed is small. Stomata size is also small. Pollen grains they are also small. Nucleus is also small because there is only the single set of chromosome, that is the 1n. Then why such monoploids they are produced? Okay, so they have been developed to pure breed strains. Okay, so uses. So they are used to develop the pure breeding, the pure breeding strain. Okay, that means it has a single set of chromosome only. So whatever it may present, it may be the dominant or it may be the recessive. So it is used for the pure breed. So in the hybridization experiment, so for obtaining the pure breeds or the parents, these monoploids they are useful. Okay, and they are also resistant for the insecticides. They are resistant for insecticides and toxic compounds. Okay, they are resistant. They are resistant for the insecticides and the toxic compounds. So we can maintain it by uh, keeping them with the use of insecticide and toxic compounds to kill the other plants which are growing along with this. Okay. Then scientists they developed this haploid strain of the flowering plants. Like there are the number of examples in which it is developed. That is the tobacco, datura, and the triticum. That is the wheat. In wheat, tobacco, and datura. These are the examples of the monoclone. I hope you got the points. Thank you very much.